Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I just started back with Botox after a 5-year break. I'm going to kind of explain to you why I stopped, why I started, the reason why I think it wasn't working before, and what I'm doing to try and help ensure it works better this time. So back in 2009, when I was living in LA to around 2013, I was Botox queen. I was having it all the time. I think it was one of those things a bit like breast implants. Everyone was having it done. I mean, it's Plastic City. And it was like you were keeping up with everyone else. If you didn't have it done, you were the odd one out. When I went back to London, I was pretty much the only one doing it at that age because I was so young to be doing it. But it was preventative Botox, or at least that was kind of what it was being sold to me as. I loved having the super smooth forehead and no crow's feet, and you just felt like everyone else. When I moved to Las Vegas, it's kind of when the problem started. I went to the same person in Santa Monica the whole time. I loved my experience. Every time it was perfect. It lasted around the 12 weeks. But once I moved to Vegas, I tried a few different places and I just couldn't get it to work. And they and myself were kind of blaming it on other factors such as a high metabolism because I'd started bodybuilding, maybe hormonal issues because of the bodybuilding not producing estrogen, just lots of different factors, maybe strong facial muscles, maybe kind of Botox resistance from having it done so much for 5 years. But in hindsight and what I'm listening to now, they're not really big factors, and Botox resistance is very, very rare. So after a long break, and I did enjoy the break, I hated having the wrinkles, but it meant I felt like I could do very authentic beauty reviews for you, like the Zip Halo and the New Face. You could see exactly what it was doing, the Dior Prestige, the Microneedle, De Rose Advanced Serum. You could see the results because there was no Botox. It was pure results from the product. So the reason I decided to try Botox again was because I actually won a Christmas competition, a Christmas giveaway for free Botox or Dysport. She did the Dysport on me. So there's nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's not costing me anything. Let's give it a go. So I went to Nurse Tammy. She's super sweet. She's beautiful. She has an amazing space. And she kind of taught me through the Botox, the Dysport, my past experiences and what she would do to try and make it work. One of the things she did recommend I take was zinc. Now, I'm not a medical professional, so anything I'm saying in here is not medical advice. It's my personal experience and what I've been told by the people I'm going to. So she said zinc deficiency can prevent the Botox lasting so well or not having full effect. So she recommended I start taking a zinc supplement, which I have done. If you start to feel nauseous when you're taking it, check the dosage. I was really nauseous for a week and I couldn't put my finger on it. I was exhausted. I just did not feel right. I was literally having to take a nap every afternoon. My zinc dosage was way too high for me. I was thinking more is more, a bit like, vitamin C. If you take too much, you can just pee it out. Zinc, not so much. You can get quite sick from it, and I did. So I ended up with Kids Zinc. It is, I don't know if this is enough for an adult, but I'd rather err on the side of caution. Considering 1 to 3 year olds can take the Kids Zinc, I thought that was the safer way to go. I'd rather get some zinc than none zinc, and this so far hasn't had any adverse reactions for me. So let's start at the beginning and I'll show you my befores. So I'm quite happy with the texture and tone of my skin. I feel like it's pretty good, but I'm not being expressive. But as soon as I smile, those deep crow's feet come in around my eyes. Let me show you with foundation as well so you can see how it sits in the creases. So I feel like it's my forehead, 11s, and around my eyes, they're my worst areas. So I'm going to film this in the car just because it's better lighting. I'm not driving, I am parked. Just because it's better lighting, I feel like if I do a beauty ring, everything's going to look prettier and better anyway. So I just wanted to show you straight out of the appointment. So obviously I'm going to be red and bumpy as you would be, but we went quite high on the forehead with the Dysport to really try and create a pickup on the eyebrow, especially that side. We see it's really, really hooded, that eyelid, rather than a heavy brow. And then we did quite a lot around the eye as well because my crow's feet are really bad. So let's show you now all the movement I have, all the wrinkles, so that we can compare in like a week and 2 weeks time and see how it's going. Sorry, I completely forgot to film the day after having Botox. I kind of wanted to show you any bruising I had, any swellings. So the only thing I have, which is very minimal, my tan lines, is this bruise on my forehead and a really couple of tiny dots around there. I feel like that minimal bruising was probably more my own fault than the injectors, because she does recommend not drinking alcohol at least 1 week prior to your injections, and I drank the night before. Any discoloration besides that is my bad self-tanner and it coming off using the tretinoin. But I just wanted to show you where it was so minimal. There was no downtime whatsoever, no swellings. That bruise covers up dead easy with makeup. And obviously I haven't got results yet because we're only 3 days in, but I'm gonna come back with the results. So these are the results after 2 weeks. You can see a big difference already. So this is where we are at 3 weeks after having the Botox done. I'm actually impressed it's still working, it's still in there. So I'm just going to go back for a quick touch up today. She didn't want to go too heavy here because she was worried it would make it too heavy and they'd go droopy rather than getting that nice eyebrow lift. But because there's a couple of wrinkles in just above the brows, we're going to go and have her have a look at those today and see what she can do. Maybe she'll add some more in there. And then maybe just a little bit more there ideally is what I see I would like, but so far so good. Like, I'm actually impressed with how little movement I'm getting and how natural it is, and the shape of the eyebrows. So yesterday when I went in, we didn't do anything around the crow's feet because she said the muscles are relaxed. What happens is just as the skin, as it ages, it gets naturally crepey. So that's more of a skin texture thing than a muscle thing. All she did was put a couple more drops up there, which haven't bruised at all. Obviously, it's not going to have kicked in yet. It's going to take 2 weeks for that to kind of really get its full effect. So I will finish this video at the 5-week mark so we can actually see the full effect. I stopped doing the anti-aging product reviews after I had my Botox. The reason being, I didn't know if you'd be able to see the results as well. And there are so many beauty bloggers that have Botox and still do all the reviews. So let me know whether you think that's something that's important to you. Because before, when I was doing the Zip, when I was doing the New Face, when I was doing the Dior Prestige, the Micro Wheel de Rose Advanced Serum, I didn't have Botox. So you could really see the true before and afters. And I'm just not sure whether to keep doing Botox or not, because I'm not sure what's important to you. Are you still going to be able to see the results and understand what I'm getting out of a product with the Botox, or is the Botox kind of masking the results and kind of skewing them? So you let me know, because that's kind of really where I'm at right now, whether I keep going with the Botox or stop. For me, I would keep doing it because I love having the smooth forehead, but I just want to make sure I'm creating content that you want and that's helpful for you. So definitely give me your feedback. So I'm at 8 weeks post Botox right now. I thought I would do it now rather than waiting until the full 12 weeks or whenever it's completely gone, because obviously it's one of those things that fades really gradually as the neurotoxins wear off. It's not like suddenly after 3 to 5 months they suddenly go from being perfect to gone overnight. It is one of those gradual things. One of the things I've noticed the most where I feel like it's worn off the least is on my frown lines, on my 11. I can barely frown still. I can make like a weird squint, but I don't get those deep 11s, which is really good because I feel like when I was outside in the sunshine, I was naturally squinting and it was creating the 11s. So that still held up really well. My lines around my eyes, I feel like, are so much better. The crow's feet don't seem as deep. The only place I'm really starting to see movement again is those forehead creases. When I raise my eyebrows, they're moving. But for 8 weeks, I'm really, really impressed. Like I said before, it was like literally, it wouldn't even kick in. It might have kicked in for literally a day, 2 days, a week at most, and then it was gone. So this, I'm really, really happy with the results, because these crow's feet were so bad before. Yes, they're starting to come back, but they're nothing like they were. So really, really happy. And I'm actually really liking it at the 8 weeks. I think it's quite natural having a bit of movement versus it's a dead giveaway, right? When someone is completely frozen when they're talking and this just is not moving and it's a little bit too picked up. Whereas now mine's moving. I just think it's a lot more natural, but still a little bit more youthful. So would I do it again? I'm kind of on the fence as to whether I would do it again or not. And it has nothing to do with the results. Super, super happy. She did an amazing job. The only 2 reasons are, one is the cost of keeping it up, and the other is because of the content I'm creating for you. So over the last year, I've been doing a lot more beauty content with things like anti-aging beauty devices, with skincare product reviews, with makeup reviews. So I have no idea what you're thinking, but I create these content videos for you. So I really want them to be as helpful as possible. So if you find it better for me not to have Botox, be able to see exactly what's going on with the products, let me know. If you want me to, if it doesn't matter, let me know. Either way, just please keep the comments nice. If you've had a great experience or a bad experience with Botox, Xeomin, Dysport, whatever it is, they're all personal. Drop it in the comments below and have a little bit of a conversation, learn more about each other's experiences, because what happens to one person isn't the same for everyone. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a quick thumbs up and subscribe.